This is a demonstration of phase 2 of my final project, where I've written a simple oscilloscope in 8-bit AVR Assembler. I'll just talk you through my setup and then we'll go ahead with the demo. So over on the top here we have an Arduino UNO R3. It has a 80 mega 328p on board. On the left here we have a Nokia 5110 LCD. On the right hand side we have the interface that we're going to be using for the oscilloscope. So the yellow line on the right just here is going to act as my oscilloscope probe, and these other three are going to be signals which we're going to probe up. So black is ground or 0 volts, red is 5 volts, and orange is a signal that's being generated by a function generator over here, and we'll see what that looks like when we power it on. So the first thing you'll see is a pulse width modulation wave being used to fade the LCD backlight in and out, just as the screen sort of displays a welcome message. Now you can see the oscilloscope is online, and currently the signal is all the way at the bottom of the screen, which represents 0 volts. And the reason we're seeing that is because our yellow probe is currently looking at ground. So I'm just going to lift this out. We'll see some noise from the probe, and I'll just probe up 5 volts. Obviously that now goes high. And finally we're going to see what this signal is coming to the orange line here. Just probe up right there. Now we can see that we've got a sine wave coming through. The setup on the function generator is currently to display a sine wave at 1 Hz, and it's 5 volts peak to peak with a 2.5 volt offset. That effectively means that it's drawing from the very bottom of the screen to the very top of the screen, which is the full range of 0 to 5 volts for the analog input on the 80 mega, and the 2.5 volt offset just means that we're drawing it around the center of the screen, so that we're using all of the pixels. So I'll just switch this over to a triangle wave. See that drawing there, and I'll maybe just bump up the frequency to 2 Hz. Swap this back to a sine wave. Now I'm just going to go up to 3 Hz, and finally 4 Hz. You can see at 4 Hz it becomes a little bit indiscernible. We can remedy that by just reducing the amplitude of the wave from a 5 volt peak to peak. I'm just going to bring it down to 4, 3, 2 volts peak to peak. You can see that the signal's a little bit clearer now. I'll just swap back to a triangle wave, and there we are.